Prepared meal delivery is nothing new, but what if you could support local chefs at once?
Yeah, and then you could even tell them like, oh, I don't like tomatoes or I really like onions. Well, there is a service that's offering just that right here in St. Louis, and I got to talk to them to get all of the details and even got to try some food, which I did purely for research for you viewers, of course.
Hello, you two. Welcome to Show Me St. Louis.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Happy to be here.
Yes, I'm very, very excited for the smells. Angela, start us off. You're the spokesperson for Sare Food. What is Sare all about?
Yeah, Sare Food is one of those places that is connecting local food service providers with busy families, our single people who just don't know how to cook like myself, kind of everybody, kind of pairing all those people together. And you know, since we've kind of been in our lockdown and in our homes recently, this has really even skyrocketed more because people are getting tired of cooking and that kind of thing. So this way you can reach out to local chefs in our St. Louis community and have them send you a meal. We have a contactless delivery, which is really important these days. And that way you can get the food heated up at home and eat it.
Wow. And Sare, where does that name come from?
It comes from the Hindu word of all. So there's all different types of food available for you with Sare Food. They've got barbecue and Chinese and pretty much every type of food you could imagine. And what I personally like is that you can kind of pick your chef and then have a conversation with your chef. So maybe you don't like mushrooms, you can ask for no mushrooms. If you're like me on a gluten-free, sugar-free kind of diet, they can kind of pair that to you. It's kind of like getting your own personal chef and then being able to just heat up the food at home.
What? That's amazing. Well, speaking of the food, Chef Nagel, you are responsible for what's in front of me, and I'm glad that we figured this out because for a little while, Dana and I did not have any food, and we would just be talking about it. So thank you for sending this. What have you sent me?
So you've got our pulled pork and our honey butter cornbread. And we make everything. Our meats, you don't have any barbecue sauce on it. If you want to add it, you can, but if you have to add barbecue sauce, it's bad barbecue. You know, it should be an addition or kind of accentuate the meat, not just you have to have it to hide something.
Wait, what's on it? The flavor is so good. What do you put on it if not sauce?
We just have some of our pork rub, and then we have a little bit of juice and a little bit of the meat, au jus from that, and that's what keeps it so juicy. We had, a lot of people kind of wonder how do you do it without the sauce, but otherwise all you taste is sauce, and then you're not always smoking. A lot of places aren't smoking and are doing the things that way, and we like to kind of stay the old representation of how you smoke it, keep it in that direction.
And this, you said, honey cornbread?
Honey butter cornbread. And you do not need any butter out of the fridge. You're going to be fine. It's always funny. We get that question a lot of, where's the butter for it or the honey? And I say, take a bite. You're going to know. There's plenty already inside of it right there.
It's all in there. I'm combining the two. Is that okay?
There you go. You should. It's great that way.
Prove me.
Never apologize for eating barbecue. If you're not getting a little messy, you're not doing it right.
Chef, that's delicious. Oh my gosh.
So, it took us a long time to get that recipe right. We wanted to make sure that everything we try to do isn't where you have to have a bunch of other things to go along with the food. We wanted it to, once you take a bite, you can just eat it as is. It's great that way. So, we had to mess around with the recipe for a long time to make sure we had enough butter and honey. And after a while, we felt we had it great. And then you pulled your hand off of it, and basically half the cornbread was on your fingers. So we were like, okay, we got to rearrange that a little bit. But we finally got it the way we wanted, and that's kind of what we do with all our products. I don't want to sell anything that isn't, when you take a bite of it, you're like, wow. Otherwise, we're just another company making average stuff. We want everything to be really tasty and just very different than what you've experienced before.
This is not average, that's for sure. That's whatever you're doing. This is so good. And Angela, it's not just barbecue, right? It's all different kinds of food.
Right, there's all different types of food available on there, and there's all different types of chefs that each have kind of their specialty niche. A lot of chefs in the area are actually really struggling right now with having customers be able to come in, and this is another way that they can join us and kind of get food into the hands of the consumer, especially since a lot of people are still staying at home.
Right. Well, how do people get the food?
So all you have to do is go to sarefood.com online. You can pick out your chef, pick out what types of food you want. Like I said, you can have a little conversation with your chef to kind of be a little bit more specific if you like. Then you pick your order date and it will come right to your door. Contactless delivery. They're all St. Louis area chefs, and it's just a great way to kind of keep your love locally in the community without you having to leave your house.
That's so great. Thank you both so much for introducing us to this. It's really different. I haven't heard of anything like this.
Good, we're glad you like it. And don't forget, we've got that 10% off coupon for all your Show Me St. Louis viewers.
Remember, as a Show Me St. Louis viewer, you get 10% off your first order. You just use promo code 5, F-I-V-E. And to order online, you visit Sare, S-A-R-E, food.com.